How's it going, everyone? Going to do a bit of a different video today, just based around tools. Basic chainsaw maintenance tools, but it'll cover most of your stuff from whippersnippers, lawnmowers and all that. There might be a few little bits and pieces that I missed out, because like I said, this is mainly targeted for chainsaws. But, yeah, I'm just going to run through what the average person needs. It's not everything that I've got. I've got more tools than I know what to do with. My wife thinks I'm a bit of a hoarder. But yeah, tools, handy things to have, little tips that I've got, for the average person that wants to do maintenance, doesn't know exactly what they need. This is going to be the video for you, pretty much. So yeah. All right. So this is a tool roll. I actually carry this, when I go out cutting wood. I keep, not everything that I'm going to show you goes in here, but your basic stuff that you're going to, have for when you're out on site if you need to adjust something. Really good thing to have. So, multi-tools, plug spanner, spare files of different sizes, because I sometimes carry different size saws, different gauges, things like that. Spare parts, pull cord, because the last thing you want to do if you snap a pull cord in the middle of nowhere is have to go home. Bar nuts, that's a stump vise, that's a brand new one because I lost my other one. Filters, plugs, couple of little bags of different screws screws and bolts that are related to my saw. Can of WD-40. So yeah, take all that sort of stuff out with you. So your basic, adjustment, maintenance, emergency, whatever kind of kit you think you're going to need, that's what you can have with you, or keep it at home, whatever you want, your call. Alright, so hand tools, there's a few here but nothing too crazy. So socket sets, I would recommend a 1/4 inch and a 3/8. 3/8 is going to be big enough for most of your chainsaw related gear. I think it's very unlikely you'd have to go to a 1/2 inch. You should be able to get everything done. Maybe if you start undoing cranks and that sort of shit, but look, if you're just doing basic maintenance, that'll cover it. Different sockets, so they're hex, ball head ones. Probably not going to need ball head ones, but something like that. They start at 1/4 inch, work up to 3/8. That'll cover pretty much every size that you're going to need. You can get them in this sort of set. These are Torx, but you can get the same thing in Allen. A lot of your German gear, Husqvarna still uses Torx, so really, really good to have. Different kinds of files. Right, so that's your old style. It's got your angles on there. Line it up with your tooth. Make sure you follow it. This one, so same deal as that, but the angle's marked on the handle, so rather than following the guide, you just follow the handle into the bar. Personal favourite, 3-in-1. Really good. Look, does your cutting tooth and your raker at the same time. Absolutely love them. Game changer in my opinion, because you're doing 2 jobs at once, and it's easy. Raker file, so doing your little rakers in here. If you've bought a saw, you're probably going to be looking at doing them. So ordinarily you'd use that gauge, sit it on top, follow the guide, and get them done. But 3-in-1 does it for you. Bar dressing tool, so this will do the top side as well as the side. Keeps it square, much easier in my opinion than using a flat file. I'm fairly new to one of these. Really, really good. Really good tool to have. Hook and pick set. Look, you can use them for digging shit out, pulling seals out. Million and one uses. Really handy thing to have. Cleaning brushes, toothbrush, whatever. They do the same job. Work really well. This little one here, that's for cleaning out your bar groove. So getting in there, digging all the shit out. Also really good. That's another tool that I use for it. It's actually an electrical connector tool made by Cat, but works really well for cleaning out bar grooves. Screwdrivers, buy good ones. All these tools, you don't need to buy the best, but buy better ones. They'll last longer. If it's simple home use and you buy one good set, it will probably be the last set you ever buy if you don't lose them. You know, something like this, it is king chrome, but it's worn off. Full tang, you know, you can belt it with a hammer, you can do whatever you want. You know, really good. That's my second set of these that I bought, so you got to remember I've used these for work. First set I bought when I was 17. I replaced these about 12 months ago. Still have most of the old set, but I lost a couple, damaged a couple. Same as the Snap-on ones, not full tang, but you can get a spanner on the end of there. You know, pretty good shit. What else have we got? So, different lubes. WD-40, brake cleaner, degreaser, throttle body, TAC 2, probably the best chain lube ever made, Lanox, Inox, you got more degreaser, there's other shit over in the back there, and some grease, always good to keep grease on hand. Contact cleaner, another good thing to keep. Alright, so between all them, that'll get it done. You can use brake cleaner or throttle body cleaner to clean carbs. Some people say don't use brake cleaner, don't use blah blah, same shit. Alright, I don't really care. If you want to argue with me, go right ahead. I'm probably not going to listen. Different carb tools for different carbs, I should say. Most people aren't going to need them. Most of the time, your little flat blade will get away with your carb adjustments. If it won't, then look at a set of them. Vise. So this one might look like it's in a weird spot, right in the middle of the bench. I only use this one for sharpening chains. A big one over there for the rest of it. That's, you know, that's really all I use this one for. Handy thing to buy if you don't have one, air compressor. Alright, so much easier. This is my preferred tool. Yep, focus. Ball valve, or ball needle, whatever you want to call it. For cleaning out carbs, I haven't found anything better. Gets into all those little valleys, holes, jets, you name it, it'll get in there. Also that nice direct jet of air just really helps things along, especially cleaning out a saw. It'll get in everywhere, where instead of blasting an entire area, you can be very direct with that. You know, I can't remember if I saw it somewhere or whether I just went, hey, that might work, and picked it up. But, you know, it works. What else we got? Paper towel and rags. Keep them. You're gonna need them. Little mallet or a hammer, always good to have. That's just a baby one, but you know, you're only working on small gear. You don't need to smacking it with a sledgehammer. Magnetic nut and bolt trays, another fantastic thing to have. If you're always losing shit, throw it in there and it stays there. It's fantastic. Snap lock bags for jobs when you run out of shit. Yeah, really good thing to have. Plenty of them. Cable ties are another good thing to have. You know, cable tie your parts. That way you don't lose them. You know, look, we can go over a million different things that you could have. Like, I've got rotary tools, MIG, TIG, whatever you want. This is just a basic idea of what you can use. I'm sure I've missed shit. If I have, feel free to comment and let me know. But realistically, if you have all this sort of gear, it's gonna get 99% of what you're going to be doing at home knocked over. It'll get you sorted if you've got this gear. If not, you know, you can run down to Bunnings and pick most of this shit up. Won't cost you that much. Like I said, if you buy better gear, you're probably never going to have to replace it if you're only using it at home. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. next video I'm going to show a tear down and service and maybe a couple of little modifications on that one there. One of my own saws needs a bit of love. It's had a bit of a flogging lately. So yeah, alright guys, thanks very much.